And well, that's okay, but you just don't really get the benefit of like lifting heavy weights, and you lose muscle. So good.
Good.
How about you, man? How's everything?
Well, everything cool. Um, Everything all right. I just we were talking the other day. We were looking at each other like, damn, we get so much weight in 3 months, not training regularly, and just like, fucking hell, it's terrible. We both agree that we are super bad at keeping good habits
Hmm.
of
Maybe
training.
maybe if you had somebody to fat shame you.
Oh, we don't worry for that. We fat shame each other like a lot. So we just know it. It's just like I think we both work the same way. We it's no problem to follow like a training routine if the training facility is across the street.
Definitely.
So that's why we're really looking forward to get back in Phuket and and just get back into training regularly. And yeah, but we still need to build, like we both agree on that. We still need to build like a good uh, training eating routine that we just keep all the time, regardless if there's a gym across the street or not. Like if there's no gym, well, we do like inside workout or whatever. But we do something every time.
Mm.
So uh, I read so many books about habits, man. It's my fourth one, and they both all kind of say the same thing, but it's so weird how sometimes it can be easy to build a habit and super hard to build another one. So it's kind of not really related to the process of building an habit, because building an habit is just repetition. You can read all the books in the world, and they all have different titles, they all like different sizes, whatever. But at the end is repetition. You just repeat the same fucking shit enough time, so your body and your brain are just wired to do that thing without thinking about it. It's an habit. So it's the
Yeah,
same.
and like you said, set up the logistics so that habit happens with the minimum amount of friction.
Yeah, yeah, that's the
That's really important. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So that's the thing. If you start, that's a really good point actually you just made, because if you start to set up an habit of training, for example, and it's linked to uh, having a jiu-jitsu gym and having like a lifting gym, and you build your habit around that, you so fucked. You so fucked, because if you travel and you end up in a place where you don't have any of the thing, or one is not there, well, you're just not going to do it. You know? So you should build habits that you're 100% sure you can practice them anywhere. So if
Mm.
for training, for example, I would say it's much better to build an habit of doing body work, body working, body work, like any body work training, whatever, and just doing that consistently with yoga and whatever. This is your habit. Your habit is to do this body work. And if it's happened that there's a gym somewhere, or a jiu-jitsu gym, well, perfect. You just go there and you do better things. But the habit is to do it if you have nothing.
Mm.
So that's a very interesting topic.
Yeah, and not to get like so too much into it because I know we want to go eat your ramen, but me and James had this conversation too because he's like, uh, I'm like, well, for his knee is injured and so he can't train jujitsu. He loves jujitsu, but I told him I said, you know, it sucks. Obviously, it sucks to be injured, especially such a crazy painful injury. However, there's a upside to that, which is that immediately you feel benefit to your business. Like, in other words, you see how much time and energy jujitsu really requires. It completely takes like a third of your energy straight up that
Yeah,
you can't use for other stuff because your energy is finite. And he's like, well, yeah, that's one of the reasons why now I do my morning Navy SEALs whatever workout. Only thing I don't agree with his thing is not lifting weights in the gym, not lifting heavy weights because
yeah, that's
you're never gonna get the benefits from doing push-ups that you're gonna get from doing a barbell bench press. Never.
yeah. I
Your
agree,
body
man.
just
100%, 100%.
and he's skinny, dude.
He's
I'm like
super.
he's super skinny. Like, come on, man.
He lose, man. At the time, I remember him like a few years ago when we were training jits and everything. And he was not doing testosterone. He was doing jits, and he was not into the ghosting yet. Dude, he was much bigger.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, yeah, he lose a lot of weight, like a lot. But for the jiu-jitsu thing, though, the overtraining thing, that's your thing, dude. You train a lot, and it's not even that you train a lot. It's you go hard when you go train, because you can train a lot and just go like just go to the training, do the techniques for 1 or 2 times, and just go home. But you, dude, you just go and you just go fucking hard every time. So you actually like dry up your energy because you go really really hard every time you train.
And you know what? That's how this injury happened.
Yeah.
Not as a result of going hard per se, but as a result of, I was fighting with the guy and I was going hard, so he was going hard, and he's a black belt, I'm a brown belt, so he can't just like, and he's the new instructor, so he can't just like let a brown belt trash him. So he's giving it back, and and then just if you're going like a flow roll, the chances of you getting hurt like that are really slow or low, and when you're going real hard, you don't really learn as much. It's just, and this is obviously like an evolution in your thinking all the time. You're always learning stuff in jiu-jitsu, but it really reinforces the idea that you're going to make more progress more consistently by taking the most efficient approach possible. By just, it doesn't mean not going hard, but it means just trying to use as little power as possible, being really technical, being really careful who you roll with, how you roll. If you see someone's going real hard, just tap. Yeah. Like there was this Korean kid at this gym, white belt, who I passed his guard and he like squeezed my head with his legs. And he's just like squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. And eventually I get out, but my neck was like, killing me. I was like, I should have just tapped. Why am I going to mess up my neck? Because this guy's too retarded to realize that this is never going to submit his opponent and he's going to get smashed in a competition, And then I explained it to him after. I'm like, this is never going to work in a competition. You're just going to delay the guy passing your guard, and then he's going to be really pissed and smash you. He's like, oh, I didn't compute, I'm like, I just wasted my neck for nothing.
Yeah, well, I definitely agree with everything you say. I get my ribs fucked the same way. Just rolling with the black belt and just not letting him like playing and kind of resisting and everything, and just piss him off with what the fuck is this fucking.
Oh, he actually got angry in your case.
Oh, dude, absolutely, absolutely. I was kind of resisting all the thing. I was blocking him in position because he was too good for me. So there's really not much thing I could have done with him. I tried a few stuff, but it was really, really, really too good. So every time he was trying to trap me into whatever technique, I was stronger than him. So I was just like kind of blocking the game.
You're such a blocker too.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's part of the game. I mean, like people.
Oh, no, you're good at it. You got to know how to defend.
You block the game.
No, 100%. You got to know how to defend.
Myself. And so, yeah, I basically pissed him off, and he got me to a kind of my arm into kind of a kimura grip, and he put his knee on my ribs, and he tried to leverage the kimura grip with my having just a knee on my ribs, and I just resist that shit like a stupid fucker. And at one point, he just moved his knee like up my ribs. To just make me. It was clever. I mean, it was the thing to do. He just put his knee like up on my ribs, and he pushed the knee and and I just like heard the.
Oh man.
Give it the thing, and you hear it too. It was like, oh, dude, oh, well, that's no problem. He was sorry and everything. He was a German dude, very nice guy. He was sorry, but I said, dude, there's no sorry here. It's me. I resisted.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Create that situation. I wonder if you could like hang your thing like this, like maybe it would hang it on your ear or something, so that you don't have to keep your hand engaged all the time somehow. Maybe it's not so easy.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be better.
No, not really. Oh, whatever. Okie dokie. So what do you say you show me some of your learned watercolor stuff, bro? Very
Sure.
excited to see all your nerd stuff that you did.
Okay. So there's like specific stuff that you wanna see.
Um, no, just show me like everything that you were doing. Because you told me that you integrated like the short codes with the site tracking and active campaign, and you did some like new stuff. I don't whatever you did.
Yeah. Um, okay. So I'll say okay. I'll check my screen first.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear the airplanes coming on my side?
No,
Okay, cool.
no, I don't hear anything. Okay, so cool. There we go.
Okay,
Okay. So you see my screen?
I do.
There you go. So this is like the bar that you see. It's kind of the one of the last thing we had on the in the community.
Hey, just a second, man. Let me close my balcony door. It's too loud.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Explain us progress bar. That's really cool.
Yeah, so basically we implemented the progress bar because we were having most of our member not basically doing or using the community basically. Um, because as we are in beta test, we want our member, it's kind of the deal. Say, okay, well, you can use the whole thing for free, but you need to be active. You need to click everywhere and to use everything.
To give you feedback.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, for us, you're useless. We give you something for free and you give us nothing.
Right.
So we were thinking about like doing a progress bar with like the 4 things that we want people to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just like introduce themselves to the forum, like using the forum, watching course, post, doing the exercise on the course,
Mm-hmm.
and participate to the weekly painting challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so basically, what I've done here is that every single circle is a blur. It's a blur module from Divi.
It's a blurb module from Divi. Okay.
Yeah, it's a blur module. So let me go to my admin. I can show you what I've done. So I'm using AC shortcode, which is the Divi plugin that allows to put shortcode inside shortcode. So to put like a bunch of module and it creates a shortcode. So you can use this shortcode anywhere on the website and it will show the module that you put inside the shortcode.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
how did you create that line across the 4?
Okay, so that basically that line is a divider, and so there's two sections here, and there's 2 columns here, and 1 column is just like a 1 column thing with a divider, and I put like a negative margin up to 100 pixel to put it in the middle of the. I'll show you.
Yeah, show me the thing. Divi Ninja, bro.
Oh man, yeah, I definitely pay a lot with everything. AC shortcode stuff.
So AC shortcode, is that a free plugin?
No, it's not. It's a paid plugin, and it's worth every penny you'll put in it. 100%.
So you're saying that you can basically create a like a bunch of modules, like an entire section or whatever, and just wrap that into a shortcode and place it wherever you need it.
Yeah, this is absolutely what I can do. So I'll show you.
Taking a while to load.
Oh man, I use it a lot. Like for every course, there's a module to mark the course as watched. So yeah, There's a lot of them. And I use it also for the future reward system with badge and stuff.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you that later.
Show me when it
So
loads, right?
here you have like basically module 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are here like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll go to
Oh, 4 columns. Okay.
yes.
And can you click on those, or do they just dynamically change?
What do you mean? As a user? No, you can't.
Oh, you can't click. Okay.
No, you can't click it. They just been marked automatically with tag. I use active member certain active member tag to make it up, make it look like marked or not marked. And I'll show you that right now. This is why I basically use AC shortcode, because inside the shortcode I have two blobs. I have the blob that is contained between the unmarked tag, and I have the blob that is contained to the unmarked tag. The marked tag and the unmarked tag, yeah. So they show dynamically.
So they show dynamically based on the tag inside of ActiveCampaign.
Yes, exactly. That's correct.
Are we waiting for it to load, or what's going on?
Yeah, we're waiting for load to load.
Can we try opening a new tab or something?
Yeah, I try to open the shortcode itself and the page, so I can show you how it's organized. There we go. So here you can see there's two blobs, one here and one here, and they are contained into a active member tag.
Wait, are we seeing the same thing on the screen? Like it's just the regular page. We're not in the live editor, are we?
We are in a live editor. I live edited the AC shortcode.
I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing your regular page right now.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's me that share here. Oh, let me share the desktop completely. There we go. Should be better. There you go.
There we go.
Okay. So you have blob 1 and blob 2, and I use just 3 code module, before, in the middle, and after, to contain the active member tag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see it like member. So if they have the tag post on the forum, it's marked. Else, if they don't have it, it's not marked. And it gives me like this piece of code here, which is the short code that will contain those two state of blobs.
Gotcha.
So now on the dashboard, so I'm admin, so I don't see it, but I'll go with the wireframe. Sorry for the slow connection.
All good.
I will explain you after how I managed the tagging thing for every of those stuff, which was like kind of a pain in the ass. And actually, thank you for letting me use your service for the forum part. But this one was definitely the most difficult, to find a way to put the active member 260 tag on certain button in the forum.
Who helped you? Konstantin or Dosite?
Dosite.
Dosite, okay.
He tried to use the API because active member 260, they have WP4O, they have an API that you can use to manipulate the content of the forum. But the API was too simple and was putting the code in the wrong area, so he could not use it. So he basically found inside the template of the actual plugin the page where the button was coded, and he put the code there. So it's kind of a batch solution because every time I update the forum, I need to back up this page, certain part of the template, and after the update is done, I have to put it back.
So, I wonder if we could just make like a little plugin for you so that you don't have to update every time.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's code, so everything is completely possible at one point. But for now, it's okay. It works. I just have a to do every time I update. Just back up and put it back, so it's all right.
Cool.
Here we go. So I'll go switch into wireframe. Come on.
I think I'll have Docite write an article about that too. That'd be kind of a cool little.
Yeah, completely. Well, it's really a patch. It's not like you can't use it in production.
No. But like if you had that issue, probably you're not the only one, right?
If I what?
If you had that issue, probably you're not the only person.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I mean, most of people. It's very funny because like most of people using membership website, they use what's the name of the big forum?
MemberPress.
No, the forum.
Oh, InVision community.
They all use InVision because basically what they do is they go to the membership academy guy. This is a really good website, and they in their recommendation of what you use, they will recommend to use PPPress or they recommend to use InVision, which is what they use. And the difference between the two is massive. Like PPPress is pretty simplistic, but it worked like natively with WordPress. When InVision is like the best forum solution, one of the best you can find, but it didn't integrate with WordPress. You will need to buy other plugins to make it connect with the member base and everything. So people just replicate that. They're just like, oh yeah, cool. I want the same thing that those guys, and they just like automatically use it. And they don't really look around for other solutions. Yeah. And at the time I built everything, I definitely look around because I didn't want it to invest like $300 more than that. So you need to buy the plugin into a forum with no member, with nothing. It was like a stupid expense. I look around and I find Divi, which is a very advanced forum solution that integrates completely with WordPress, and you can steal it to look like InVision, which I've done that in a certain limit. So
yeah, and we switched to WP402 once I saw that you were using it and that you quite liked it, because we were using SimplePress, which is a native WordPress solution, but the developers sold the plugin to another company, and I just wasn't sure that they're going to keep supporting it the same way. So I thought, screw it, we'll just switch.
Okay, well, it's a very good solution. I'm very satisfied with it.
It's free, right? More or less.
It's free. Yeah, it's completely free. They just have the plugin, certain plugins that are paid. So if you want to have the image upload with the post and everything, it's a paid plugin.
Gotcha.
But they're all cheap. There's like $15 or $20. It's completely all right.
Gotcha.
There we go. So here the rendering and here the wireframing. So you can see it's just like a row with like 4 columns, and I use the code the code module that contains the short code. Then I have another row that contains the divider, which is like this line here, with the negative margin. So it basically put this line in the middle of the block.
And that works on the mobile, or it just doesn't show up on mobile?
It works on mobile. It just on mobile, I just remove the divider.
Gotcha. Okay.
It didn't work better.
Nice.
There you go. And that's really interesting, though, as you speak about mobile, because most of the members use mobile and tablet and smart TV.
Really?
Yes. I was so surprised. When I built everything, I was like, well, yeah, okay, they're going to use computer and everything. But I still build everything responsive and working on tablet and mobile. I really check everything for that purpose. And glad I've done it, because they all use, when we publish something, this is how it works. We publish something, we send an email, say, hey, this is new. So usually they receive it on their mobile, check it, click the link, go to the website with the mobile, look at what it is, and that's it. Then they go home. Then if it's a new course, they will use the smart TV to watch the new stuff, to navigate the website. Then when they do the exercise, they will log into the tablet and they will put it on the table and watch the course on the tablet and do the exercise.
And you know this from Google Analytics?
I know it for Google Analytics, and I know it because they tell us.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, they tell us what they do, because at the beginning I locked the amount of time you can be logged into the community. So it was one time. You can just be logged in once. And then just like send me feedback like, hey, I would like to be logged into my smart TV and also in my tablet when I watch the course. I was like, oh, okay. So I look at the data and I actually confirm this whole process they do. It's mobile, tablet, smart TV. Very few actually do everything on a computer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, very interesting. Okay. So yeah, so that's how the progress bar works. So for example, like, so this one, as I say, will look for the forum. So I'll go to the forum, or I'll go to the forum. Well, I'll go to the forum with this
one. And so how does ActiveCampaign receive the indication that somebody did something?
I'll show you that. So you go on the forum, and basically what happened here is we want people to introduce themselves, just say hi. So we can say hi as well, and the other member can interact with them, and it makes the whole thing more lively. So what I wanted to do is when you go to introduce yourself, or actually anywhere in the forum, it will work anywhere in the forum. So you can't say work only on introduce yourself, or maybe you can, but I'm not hard. So you get there, you click to add topic, and it will open the posting thing. Here we go. Then you write everything you want. Then here, when you click to add topic, it will trigger the automatic addition of a tag with a piece of code. And I'm going to show you from Active Member 360. There you go. So if you see here, this is the input piece of code. Then here we will have this new thing, which is data, MBR, event name, forum post, data MBR, event value, submitted a topic on the forum. So it will basically record an event in ActiveCampaign that is named forum post, and it will add this note, submit a topic on the forum.
And how did you actually put that function into WP4O with Active Member?
So this is like, this class is the Active Member one. Data, MBR, event name is the shortcode that Active Member give you to add automatic events on click stuff. So, and this piece of code has been added by those. Or to say those.
Yeah.
It sounds like those devs, so it's weird.
Dosite.
So he find this piece of code inside the whole Do-It-For plugin, and he put it manually.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Yes,
and he
that's
put it only for add topic, for all add topic actions.
Yeah,
right?
for all add topic everywhere on the forum. Exactly.
Gotcha.
That's what I say. So you can't monitor, especially if they are on the introduce themselves or not. But like if they post something, they will get the events. Then in ActiveCampaign, have an automation that monitor this event to happen, and if it's happened, it will add automatically a tag that say, okay, this person posts something on the forum, and it will trigger the change of the blog.
Nice. So basically, somebody submits a topic.
Yeah.
Then because of the custom code that Dosite added from Active Member 360, whenever that happens, it triggers the tag that in their ActiveCampaign contact record.
Yes. Trigger an event. Yes.
Trigger an event. Oh, is it through the site tracking or?
Yes. Yeah. You need to have the Active Member 360 and ActiveCampaign tracking on the website.
And I think, we were just having an issue like with another customer I think the active campaign site tracking only really works if the person's logged in. I may be wrong about that.
Yes, absolutely.
Is that true?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. I get the same problem because I was sending. We have an automation when you go on our website, you get to the landing page that say we are in beta and you can sign up. So people will sign up, but they are signed up to Active Campaign, but they are not signed up into Active Member 360. So, and I have an automation that at one point send them an invitation link, and it redirects to a page where I was using Active Member 360 tag to show certain type of thing, and they were seeing nothing. And I was like, "What the hell? What happened here?" And so I talked with some guys on the Facebook group for Active Member 260, which is an amazing place if you need help or whatever. Like the community is like so reactive. It's really nice. And one of the guys there said to me, "Yeah, it's normal. It's because those guys, they're not signed up into Active Member 260. They just sign them into Active Campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't show the tag. You can't use tag." I was like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, you can't use tag for people that are just in your Active Campaign. So yeah, that's was for the forum thing. And now you have your watch your first course thing, and this one was much simple. So basically, if we go on the course page, every course on the sidebar has a blurb with a button that allow you to mark this course as watched. So let's go for the first one.
By the way, Leslie, just as a quick side note, one of our new customers who have quite a big membership site, quite a big community, they found that I think he said 94% of their members who request refunds never join their Facebook group. So like talking about the whole step-by-step onboarding sequence kind of thing. I think there's probably a good case to make that if the people don't engage in a meaningful way from the very beginning, they're way more likely to refund, like substantially more.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with you. Absolutely. We have an onboarding thing as well, and we also have a Facebook group that we use only for the beta. We don't want to use it after the beta because we have a forum, so there's no point for people outside of our community. But we do engage with our member and say, hey, go on the forum, and we are really reactive. Every day we check the topic and we answer them right away. We have a conversation with a member. But yeah, if you don't have a forum or if you don't have like a Facebook group where you actually interact with your member, I understand this number for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a lot of sense because you're just a wallet basically. Just pay to access something and you don't have any interaction with nobody.
Well, yeah, and you don't feel the benefit of the community, which is kind of the main benefit, just to be able to like ask questions, ask people's advice, ask the advice of the creators, and get basically kind of a one-on-one coaching situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and that's what we have. That's what we have, the weekly painting challenge. So every week we have people participating to the painting, and we have exchange with them. So yeah.
How do you do that? How do you run that?
Oh, I'll show you after. I'll show you first the second step of the progress bar, which is watching a course. So, and I have a super cool stuff to say about that too. So basically, it's we put all our video on Vimeo because this is the cheapest way for membership website that sell course to host your video. This is the cheapest way that will allow you to have private video that are not visible on Vimeo, that can only be visible on your website, and you can remove all the Vimeo logo and everything. This is the cheapest way. It will cost you like $12 per month. And everything else, any other solution, as you can't use YouTube because there's no private thing and personalization and everything on YouTube. And every other one, like Wistia, which will be the best one, if you have money, that will be the best solution to go for, is like $100 per month minimum.
And you know, sorry to interject, but I recently discovered that you really don't need Wistia. You can use Vimeo and get pretty much the same results because
Yeah, I agree.
There are players like Vu Player, which is actually going to be on an AppSumo Black Friday deal, and also FV Player that have analytics. So like even if you're using Vimeo, which doesn't have the analytics built in,
Yeah,
you can still capture analytics. You could even do like A/B tests, call to actions, all this really really cool advanced video stuff. Different skins, different like you, dude. This would be super useful for your community. With FV Player, you have this thing called an A/B loop, where if somebody wants to like keep rewatching a portion of a particular part of a video, they'll like select the start time and they'll select the end time, and they'll click yes, and it'll just keep looping through that section at whatever speed they want, which is really useful for any kind of
yeah,
instruction that like painting or music or something.
yeah, true that, true that. So just a quick note that Vimeo don't have analytics. It's not true. They have analytics, and depending of your level, they have pretty good analytics. So you can
But you got to
actually,
pay for it, yeah.
yeah, you have to be on the pay one. But if you want to do course thing and have private video, you need to pay anyway. So you will get the analytics anyway.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So we put everything on Vimeo, and that's pretty cool. And so on the course page, at one point you will get this button here, which is mark lesson as watched. And so basically, this button, when you click it, it will trigger the addition of a tag into Active Campaign. So this is a shortcode that you can find in the Active Member 360 shortcode section.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shortcut that allows you to create a button, and when it's clicked, it will reload automatically the page, and it will send a tag to the user that is logging in. And if you have this tag here, I have a hidden blurb that's a course watch that is hidden here. So as soon as you click there, this button, it will reload the page, send to Active Campaign, update the member with the new tag, like he watched this course, reload the page, then it will make this button disappear and make the blurb that is hidden appear with the this course has been marked watched.
Gotcha. Okay, so basically, if you don't have the tag, you'll see the button that says "Mark lesson as watched," and it'll hide the other button. And then, can you unmark it and like mark it unwatched as well?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay.
And the blurb will do the opposite. If you click it, it will send to Active Campaign to remove the tag, reload the page, and it will show this button again.
So cool, bro.
That's really cool. But there's one thing. No, actually, there's no but. It was a bit before, but that's no but now. I'll show you how it looks like when you have a course marked watch. And so that's the solution I find to actually make that happen. And I'm going to explain you now the new solution that I will implement at one point, which is amazing. I figured out this solution like 2 days ago. I'll show you how it looks like when it's clicked. There we go. So you get this one. Well done. Lesson watch.
Nice.
You can mark the lesson as unwatched.
And we talked about this on the first episode of this series, but I really like the way that you link the forum thread to each course.
Oh yeah, here.
Like at the bottom of it. Yeah.
So that's a shortcode that is given by WP4 actually. So you can embed any section of WP4 anywhere in WordPress with this shortcode. So when you're on the course, you see the section of the forum that is related to this course just here. The only thing that is not super user friendly is so you watch this lesson and you want to add a topic, so you click, it's open the whole thing, you add your topic and you click add topic. When you click add topic, it will transfer you directly to the forum into that section, into your topic that you just posted. So you will left this page.
So bro, why don't you just put a ticket in with us and we'll fix that?
Well, yeah, that will be a big thing to do, I think. Well, I don't know. I'm not a developer, but
What would you prefer happen? That you just stay on the page and it?
Yeah, they just stay on the page. They just don't go anywhere.
Oh, I'm sure it's just like a redirect. It can't be that difficult.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Again, I'm not a developer. It's just like one of those tiny UX that you can change to make life better for the user that are not like super tech savvy. So
Yeah, they're gonna wonder why they just got redirected, right?
yeah. Well, till now it's okay. We don't have any complaint. They cannot get it, but still, I'm sure the day of someone do not understand what just happened will arrive
Oh hell yeah.
sooner or later.
Hell
Okay, so that's what's it for this button. So now let me explain you what I figured out a few days ago. So the whole thing here, like I feel like this whole thing is it's kind of a lot of work. I have to create like a AC shortcode with like a blurb for every course that we record. So when you click there, it will just add a tag that is like listen X watch or listen X unwatch, and it will add it, remove it. So I feel like yeah, it's okay, but it's not like it's not the best solution, and we kind of don't know if the person actually watched anything. So you can go on this page like, oh yeah, I don't want to watch this. Put it, mark it as watched, and move to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
For us, it will look like you actually watched this, but you didn't. You just skip it. So it can lead you to send automation that will be weird. Like, hey, so you watched this course, amazing. What do you think about like a minute 22 when we say this and this, blah, 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 what is your feedback? And the person will be like, dude, I don't even watch this thing. So you create kind of a friction, sending automation that will look like automation. Like the person,
just to back up, you're saying that somebody might mark it complete even if they didn't actually watch it?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know, but they can. So it's just a button. So, and my point is like, it can lead to weird automation, and that will look like automation. Like the person will receive the email, they will like, they don't write this. It's automatic. I didn't watch the course, and it will create some friction. So like, how can I actually achieve the kind of Wistia level thing where when someone watched something, actually where until when they watch it, when they stop watching it, and all that thing. So I look online and I start looking for Vimeo, Active Member, 360, how I can do some cool stuff. And I end up actually to Active Campaign website where they have a plugin for Vimeo that do exactly this. They have an amazing plugin that costs like nothing, like $60 or $70. You install it on your WordPress and it will give you all the information you need about what people do with your video. So if they watch it, if they actually click the play, until when they watch it, if they watch 10% of it, 20% of it, 100% of it. And based on that, you can link into Active Campaign and create automation. So you can say like, hey, if someone watched 20% of this video, send an email and ask, hey, why do you watch just 20% of the video? If they watch 100%, give them the tag video watch and stuff like that. So you just go on Active Campaign and you go to the add-on section, and there are millions of add-ons. So you go on the search and you type Vimeo and you get this plugin. And that's the next thing. That's what we're going to do next. We're going to install this plugin.
And just to add onto that option, so the Vue player thing that I was telling you about, the AppSumo deal that's going to be available on Friday, and I think also FV player. So those are kind of the two really advanced players that you could use with Vimeo and stuff. They both plug into analytics, into Google Analytics. And I think they also have like some more advanced type function. I don't know if they'll communicate with Active Campaign, probably not. But just to like, for anybody watching, that there's all of these options that you can figure out what people are watching, when they stop watching. And like you could do it so that if you determine that there's like a part of a video that, let's say 80% of your members just like, they get bored and they click out, you can make it so that a call to action appears like right before that part, and just kind of like, engage them real quick to keep it going. So there's so much you can do.
Yeah, I see. What is interesting, I'm not super into the interruption of any kind of video, especially lesson that people watch. Yeah, I think it's just gonna piss them off. Like,
Well, I think that feature is more for marketers, but okay.
yeah, but like, I mean, like in our case, people will watch watercolor lesson, and the way they do it is like they will put it on a smart TV, and they will be in a table in front of it, and they will start painting, you know. And if you interrupt them like, hey, click on this button and do this, they will just like, what? Just, man, I'm, I don't care. I can't click the button. I watch on my TV, you know, or they will be with the tablet and they will be actually painting and do something. They don't want to be interrupted in any way. So I guess it depends, you know, what kind of video you watch. If you watch like video about how to do some marketing stuff and you interrupted by like, hey, if you click there, you can get this plugin directly. That makes sense. But
Dude,
like,
I just want to say that since we started this call, your battery is at 24%, and it's plugged in the whole time, and now it's down to 19%.
oh really? I can't watch it because I have a face on it. Oh yeah, 90%. That's so weird. I hope my computer not gonna die.
Yeah, time for an upgrade for both of us.
First thing I'm gonna do when I arrive in Chiang Mai, I'll get a new computer. This one like is making the video and mixing it and everything is total pain in the ass. So difficult. So difficult. Anyway, so that was the forum thing, then now the watch score thing, then now you have the post your first exercise thing. So this one will be on, so we have certain of our course contain exercise that you can actually do at home. And when you've done it, you can submit it to get back to the course page and submit it for review. So the teacher will give you feedback. So for example, here, let's go to this one. So basically here, what I've done is I create a gravity form, and I use a plugin that is named Gravity View to show the gravity form simulation. So if you get the bottom of this course, there we go. So you'll have the bottom section of the site, and you have this course on the forum, which is the widget, the shortcut for the forum, and you have the oops. What happened here? There we go. Come on. There we go. Then you will have the still loading. Oh man, connection in Vietnam is not the best. Yeah, I guess I need to wait that the whole thing is loaded.
What's that in the sidebar? Are they tagged? It's a glazing something.
No, they're button, but they're not render. They're not rendered then yet.
Oh, okay. I was like, no way, Leslie is gonna
still loading
an ugly button like that.
No. No. Oh, that's so slow.
Oh, dude, you gotta tell me you gotta show us the sales page that you made, or for the Chiang Mai event. That was so.
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, and actually, it was really successful. We said everything in 6 days. Yeah, we were like really happy with the whole thing.
100%.
Which is cool. It's also part of our communication and SEO strategy. We can talk about that later. So why is it take forever? It's weird. I'm gonna move actually the website to a dedicated server with more resources, because for now it's shared different. It's on the server with other websites. So,
oh, I see. Yeah, that's a good idea anyway, because you're going to want to maybe do some optimizations.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I think it's better now. There you go. There you go. So now you can click on submit your exercise, and it will load the section where you can do so. So the submit button, the notes, and the choose file is a gravity form. So when you click submit, I have the ActiveCampaign plugin linked to the gravity form that will add a tag that tells us that you submit this exercise. then it will go on review in the backend of WordPress. So it will not show up here right away. It will be in review.
You have to approve it.
Yes. So Yana or I will just connect, read the submission with the note of the student. Then we will add our feedback to it, and we will post it, approve it, and that's it. It will just show up.
And it only shows for that user, right?
Yeah. No. It show for everybody.
Oh, just for everybody. Okay.
Yes, that was a Yana requirement. She wanted other students to be able to look at what other students have done, so they can compare and they can see what other people do and everything.
I wonder if you could expand that, like take away that little piece of text that says "exercise" by Cindy Coonan.
I wrote that.
But I'm saying, like, I wonder if you could expand that into the entire two column, because now it's like all aligned right on 66% right. This whole piece, yeah.
Yeah. So, what exactly you wanted to do? Oh, I'd like to put it on the top.
To fill that entire.
Yeah, I can completely do that. I can show you. It's
weird right now.
It's okay. So let me show the plugin. Get there. And okay. So Gravity View is an amazing plugin that I really recommend. You can use it for free.
So yeah, it's free, I think. Yeah.
It's not free, it's paid, but you can use it for free. You will not get the automatic update and everything, so you can download it directly for the GitHub of the developer. And if you like it, you can just buy it. Gotcha. It's amazing. So, okay, let me get any of those guys here. And I'll show you. So you will basically create a template that will show the gravity form submission in any way you want.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So this is the template you can edit. There you go. So I put the stuff here. So you can you can add fields that will be taken from the gravity form that you created. So anything that you ask in the gravity form, you can show it here in the gravity view in any way you want. Just put it anywhere here. I choose to put it this way, like on the left the name of the person, and on the right the whole thing. But I could have put everything directly like here.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I will have everything the way you were saying it.
And once you build your view, it gives you a shortcode?
Yes. When you build a view, you have a shortcode to actually put it anywhere here.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. So where was so basically you submit the exercise, you get the tag, and it will mark the blurb as done. Then the last one is the weekly challenge. Yeah, this one. And so weekly challenge is like every week we have an exercise that you can participate in, which is a painting basically. So Yana choose a subject, and she record a video when she explained what to do, what she expects the student to do. And anybody can participate, make the painting, then submit the painting here. So the weekly painting are open for submission from Wednesday to Wednesday. And every Wednesday, we will just close the comment, so you can't submit anymore. And every time someone submits, Yana will just review it and will give feedback on the painting. So this section here is not a gravity form. It's a comment model from Divi. And because I don't want it to use our too much. Like even the gravity form and the gravity view, which is cool. It's really give me what I want to do, allow me to do what I want to do at the moment. For me, it's still a patch thing. I would love to have like a command system that is made for our community, for what we want to do. And I will just use one command system everywhere on the weekly painting or on the exercise submission. And I will have option in the backend to add certain tag, to remove certain tag, depending on what the people do. Because the whole gravity view is like, it takes a lot of time. Every time we have a course with an exercise, I need to create a gravity form, and I need to create a gravity view, and I need to embed them there. And at one point, when we will get like 100 of courses, I will have 100 of gravity form and gravity view. And I don't really like it. So this one is just a command form. It's just the actual WordPress command system. And I use the Divi model to actually doing it. The thing is, I wanted to change some stuff. I wanted to rename the submit your comment by submit your painting. And I wanted to automatically add a tag when you do that. So what I've done, as this is a Divi model, I just basically duplicate it and create my own model. And I act the function PHP of the WordPress of my template, my Divi template, my child Divi template, and create like a child module of the comment. So now every time I put this comment module, I use this command module, it looked like this: submit your painting, and it add automatically a tag the same way it worked for the WP4 thing. Gotcha. It just add an exercise tag, and it worked like a command system. So command, reply, all that stuff. So that's basically the last thing. Sorry for the noise.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, perfect, cool. So that was the last thing. When you have done all those things, it will make the whole progress bar disappear. So do I have this open somewhere? Oh, damn it. There we go. Okay. So this is the row that contains the blurb. And as you can see, before there's another row that contain a tag. Like if you have this tag, so basically it would say, if you have the tag, I complete all the tasks, show nothing, else show the progress bar.
Gotcha. Okay.
So basically, as soon as you complete all that thing, that's all stuff disappear. Now, there's a trick here. If you do this, and if you use like piece of code like this inside a row to make some content disappear, when the content actually disappear, you will have like a white space.
Yeah.
So it's kind of annoying. But the cool thing is,
say like
you can avoid it.
Okay.
Super easy. So basically, I use a plugin that is named Simple CSS that allow me to put any kind of CSS on any page, and it will be shown only on this page. So on every page or every post on WordPress, I have this Simple CSS block that appear at the end of my content, and any CSS that I wrote there will show only on this page. Well, the cool thing I discovered with this CSS thing is that you can also pass through it the Active Member 360 shortcode.
Oh, and really?
Yes.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. You can show and hide anything based on tag. Just absolutely amazing. Just blow my mind. I was like, I try it like, it's never gonna work. I'm going to put like bracket into CSS stuff. It's just going to fuck up everything. There's no way gonna work. But I just tried it, and boom, it worked. That was so cool. At that day, I would just jump everywhere. Okay, let me go to the bottom of the page. Damn it, Vietnamese connection.
Love Divi. Love Divi. And you know, like, we had 2 new customers join MemberFix recently. One of them is quite well known. I think you know who it is. but I don't want to say it. And then we had another customer. She's also quite well known and just a really amazing customer. And they're both using the same stack. They're both switching from, one is switching from like Thrive Architect to, basically they're both switching to Astra and Elementor. And the reasoning for both customers is the same, because with Elementor, you don't really need a lot of tech skills to sort of build a page. That's the major selling point. And Astra is supposed to be like this really fast theme, which I'm not convinced of that, because the thing is that they don't really have a lot of functionality built in. So if you want extra functionality, you need to add scripts and plugins, which is no longer going to be fast. However, their perspective is that it's worth not being able to do everything to be able to quickly launch pages and edit pages, even if you're not super technical, which totally makes sense. But my philosophy, and I think you probably would agree, is that if you just invest a little bit of time to really learn Divi, it's going to carry you through any conceivable project, any conceivable situation that you're going to do online, like forever.
Yeah, well, it's a good point you just made, and I'll give you my 2 cents on it. Is that the whole thing, like using super simple builder to do stuff when you're tech savvy, which just lead you to problem. And let me explain you why. If you're someone that has no knowledge in tech whatsoever, and you want to build a website, you look to those Elementor stuff, for example, and you're like, oh my God, that's amazing. I don't know nothing, but I know how to do drag and drop. So let's go and build something. So you'll build something, then you will add another plugin, then you add your membership plugin. Then eventually you will reach the point where the stuff you are able to do are long gone. You will just like, okay, well, now I just kind of don't understand how to do this or that. I need to add this piece of code. I don't know how to do it. Or I need my whole design to interact with whatever other thing, and I don't know how to do that. So this is the point where you're going to have to hire someone to do it for you. And this is the point where the person you're going to hire going to log on your stuff, see that you use Elementor, and just like, holy fuck. They're going to say like, yeah, dude, that's a tech savvy thing. That's like me as a developer. I don't use that shit because it's too simple, or it's not at the option that I need to use to make some stuff complex, some stuff like really advanced. So for sure, it's going to help you. It's going to help you at the beginning. But as soon as you're gonna work on really complex stuff and you need to hire a developer, you're probably gonna really hate the fact that you use that thing. For the same reason that you will use like any kind of super complex template that you buy on ThemeForest that do everything, like best them on the planet, like Astra, for example. Well, if you want to work with those templates, they will require you to install like 15 plugins. You have to use a template to go on plugin and say, oh, we need those 15 plugins to be able to actually render the way you see it before you buy it. So you activate all those plugins. Any developer that work on WordPress know that the less plugin you use, the better. The more plugin you use, the more likely you're gonna have a lot of trouble. JavaScript conflict, slow loading time, conflict with other plugin, like update trouble and all that kind of thing. So yeah, sure, those Elementor is a great thing. It's no problem. I don't say it's a bad plugin. I just say that, for example, if you go deep with Divi and you really learn how to use it, and you can do a lot of stuff with Divi, and I believe you can do much more stuff that you can do with Elementor, because you can really go deep into every module and steal it and whatever. If you go deep with it, learn how to use it, it will follow you the long way.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, and it's more related to the 4-hour workweek book. If you don't know how to do something, just pay someone that knows how to do it. That I know for sure it's simple. If you don't have money, you want to launch your membership website and everything, you want to try to save money and do stuff by yourself. Sure, I understand that. But if you can't afford like few $100s to pay a developer to actually do it for you, or just go for it. Because at one point you will need to hire someone to redo everything. You get that kind of customer, right? You get that kind of customer that show up to your door and say like, hey, my whole website is like all fucked up. I need to migrate to better stuff because what we've done was not like the best thing, and now we need to move everything.
Well, we have a situation with one of our new customers. She wants to move everything over. She wants to recreate her existing site with Elementor and Astra. And I was on a call with her and her team last night, and I was kind of like, okay, what do you guys think about Divi? And well, their whole argument was, and I completely understand it, was that, look, it's just an 80-20 situation where, yeah, you can always like delegate this stuff to give it to like a developer or member fix or a team. But if we need to do something, like we, the team, and we're not super tech savvy, and Divi isn't really as user friendly as like Thrive or Elementor. It's a little bit more learning curve, right? Then they'll be able to do that quickly. But again, like the point we're trying to make, I think, is if you can just have a little patience and overcome that learning curve, you're just going to have a world of opportunities open to you that you're not really going to get with. And the other thing is Elementor is a plugin. It's not a theme. And as a result of that, you're basically juggling two things. You have the theme, which has to play nice with your whole suite of plugins, and you have the plugin, which you're using to build pages, which interacts with your theme. So both have to be kept up to date and interact properly with each other. And then if you want to do additional functionality, you need to purchase add-ons for Elementor or Astra. And it's just like, I don't see the necessity of doing all this complicated stuff. My thing is like, just do Divi, but you know, whatever. They want to do a certain thing, like, cool. That's absolutely their choice. So
yeah, well,
that's what it is.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's the same argument using Active Member 260 and using any other kind of membership plugin. You have simplest membership plugin than Active Member 260, which is very complex to use. But if you go over this learning curve, the stuff you will be able to achieve with Active Member 260 are amazing and way more complex than anything you could achieve with any other membership plugin.
Definitely.
Okay, so to get back to our ship, I don't know if you say that in English, you say that in French.
Get back to our ship?
Yeah. Actually, we say pour revenir à nos moutons, which is literally mean to getting back to our ship, which is to get it back to subject.
We do not say that.
So this is the piece of code I use to use or not use this piece of CSS, which is basically displaying on the progress bar section.
Oh, okay. So you could use the if-then conditional stuff in a simple CSS. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So basically saying if the person has those tags, all of those tags,
yes,
then make the progress bar display none, which also takes out the white space.
White space, exactly.
I see. Oh,
yeah, that's a good trick. There we go. So this whole thing will disappear. So yeah, that's it for the progress bar, I'll say.
So cool.
And so yeah, and what will be the next thing we're working on? Oh yeah, that's the I want to set up what's my word? Like a badge system for a member.
Badge, okay.
Yeah, depending of what activity they perform, they will get a reward badge.
And you're doing this with, you're not using like a badge software for this stuff?
I use nothing. I use only Active Member 260 to achieve that.
Interesting.
So I'm still working on it. It's absolutely not finished there. But here we go. You can check the page.
Dude, this site is illy. Completely illy.
basically you will have a page. Okay, no, it's not accessible. So there we go. You will have a page with like a bunch of badge that will not be those badges that we later designed, just like testing badge. But on this page, you will have like, let's say 20 different badge and like a description. So this basically, this is an image and this is a toggle to speak like a Divi language. So you have the image and you have the toggle. And it's also an AC shortcode that contains two states of this image. One state is gray and one state is colored. It's a colored image.
One state is gray.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The image is grayed out.
Yes, exactly.
You don't have the badge, and then if you have the badge, it'll be colored.
Yes, it's colored. So when you hear, you can get the badge you don't have and how you get them, and you can just perform the action, and the badge will just like show up here. So this whole thing is done with ActiveMember 260. So everything is between condition and tag. So if you have the tag biographer, it will show the colored one. If you don't have it, it will be gray. So I'm still at the beginning of building that, but I don't use any badge plugin because I don't want to overcharge my WordPress with this plugin that I can actually replace by a piece of code that I will just do myself. And I can build this. I believe I can build this whole reward system only with ActiveMember 260, WordPress and ActiveCampaign. I just need to figure it out basically how to create the automation that will send you hey, you just get this new badge. Well, that's pretty simple. But what I would like to is to find a way when you get a new badge to show this badge on the dashboard. Then when you get a new one, you get like, it will be replaced.
Oh, as like the latest badge that you
have. Yeah, exactly. That's for now. That's my blocking point at the moment. I don't know.
That's an interesting problem to solve.
Yes.
By the way, sorry to like interrupt just while it's on the page. If you scroll down a little bit where it has your face there, and there's like membership, and then there's like a little.
Oh, okay, good.
Little bar. What's up with that?
Okay, so what is it you're talking about?
Where it says beta membership and it's like a teal bar, but for you, when your picture was there, it didn't have anything.
No, well, yeah, because this is a user page. It's an actual user. Here I'm logged in as an admin, so I don't get I'm not like a beta member. I'm an admin.
Oh, so okay, it's based on like the person's membership level?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and where does that info come from?
What is that? What?
Where does that info come from? It's user meta, or?
Yeah, it's come from ActiveMember shortcode.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. So what?
Oh, sure. So yeah, so the next thing will be this this reward system. I need to find a way of just make it like I can make it over, but I just want it to be like dynamic on the dashboard. So as soon as you log, you're like have an alert like, hey, you just win this badge, awesome. Keep going.
You know how you could do that? You could do it with a custom field in ActiveCampaign. So, for example, like your member will have a custom field called latest badge.
Oh yeah, and it will update every time they get a new one. But okay. But what if they win two in one time?
Well, so you'll have like latest badge 1, latest badge 2, latest badge 3. You'll have them all next to each other, and if 2 and 3 are empty, it just will be empty.
Yeah, but it will create white space.
Yeah, but you could do the if-then situation.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, true that.
But the difficulty there would be is if you have multiple custom fields, you would have to move the latest badges over one every time somebody gets a new badge,
Yeah,
right?
to do that.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
But I guess you can just do it with just one field, and it will just show the latest one. Because even if you do several at the same time, they will always be the last one.
Yeah, exactly. You may as well just do one, right?
Yeah. True that. Definitely. Well, yeah. Thanks for the tips. I will definitely look into that. Absolutely. So yeah, okay. Well, I think it's pretty much it for the actual membership. I didn't add anything more yet.
Very cool, bro.
I can show you
A lot of stuff, actually, though.
the workshop page. There we go.
Workshopy.
The workshop.
The workshop. Come join my watercolors workshop and learn how to paint some Scheiße.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. By the way, in that AppSumo deal that's coming out on Friday, they have access. One of the deals is for stock photos, like a really good stock photos site you might want to check. I'll send you the link. Josh sent it to me.
I think I received it, but they usually they post one time the stock unlimited deal like years ago, and I get it. And since they never post another one, the one they post usually is like, yeah, you can like 10 pics per month or like a certain amount. It's not an unlimited thing.
No, this one I think is 100 images.
Yeah, that's my point.
Actually, but
I already have unlimited access to a stock photo from AppSumo, like from a year ago.
Oh, nice, dude. I guess a lot of the photos you use for like the splash backgrounds and stuff are stock photos.
Yeah. I definitely use it a lot for sure. Absolutely. So so here we go. So that's the. Oh, let me zoom out. This my computer is not Retina ready. So. There we go.
How long did this page take you to do, by the way?
Oh man, few hours. A few hours of work.
That's not bad if you consider once you show all the cool stuff you did.
Yeah, it's just because I'm like a Divi ninja kind of guy.
Yeah.
So here we go. So basically, logo, background, text, big button.
Nice little gradient there.
Bottom of the page. Yeah, it's parallax stuff with the Divi divider. Oh, Divi. So the Divi power here, people.
Yes, and just in case anybody didn't see the first video, so this cool little waves divider, this is part of Divi.
Yeah. You can basically every model in Divi can have a separation on the top and the bottom, and they have like maybe 10 different dividers you can use, like a diagonal divider, like wave, cloud, like 10 of them. So it makes your page building more interesting. So yeah, the title, reserve your seat, what is it about, picture of us, presentation video of the content of the course that we actually record here in Vietnam in a co-working space. And we use the lavalier microphone, so we kind of hear you hear like the music around, and you hear like the horning on the street, like.
Oh, but it still sounds good though.
Oh, you watch it?
No, I haven't. I wasn't there last time I checked it out.
Okay, so it's it's not like 100% professional the way I was picturing it in my mind, but it's kind of okay. And we use like a 2 camera, so we basically switch angle, and it made the whole video much more it gives the video a much more professional look.
You need to get some portable lights, man.
We have some. We have portable light, and in Chiang Mai we have a whole studio light for recording course and everything. It just we don't travel with it. So video, then you go down, and so here I think that's the nice little trick you were talking about. So basically, this is a section here. This is a row that is position fixed. So it's a three column row that contain like a text, a countdown, and a button, and that has a CSS position fix, which means that when you scroll down and it passes it, it will just like put it on the top, and it will stay there
Nice.
for the whole thing, which is important for us because there's a deadline on when you can buy your ticket.
And is that a Divi element, the countdown?
Yeah, it's the Divi model countdown.
Nice.
That you can style and use whatever typo you want, font. So yeah, what's inside, the content of the workshop, the different model. Okay. So that's the schedule. That's how the schedule. That's how it's going to happen. There you go.
You actually can say schedule in English.
You what?
You actually can say schedule in English.
Oh yeah. What should we say?
I'm saying like you said schedule and then you corrected yourself and said schedule, but both are correct ways
Wrong?
to say. No,
Oh, both are correct. Okay.
Both are correct, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, schedule with like what you're gonna do and some picture of the result and everything.
This is cool. So this is the little image
gallery. Yeah.
Divi gallery. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Only thing on that is, I guess you should have kept all the images the same size to avoid.
Yeah, sure, of course. But again, like we've done this. This idea of workshop popped out like a few weeks ago, and we wanted to. We have really little time to actually build this whole page, record the video, put everything. We've done all this in one day, and it's a lot of work. Like create the workshop and make the video, collect the image and everything. So here we go. Graduation party. Then we have the material requirements, what you need to participate to the workshop, and we also have an option to just buy it for you if you don't have it.
That's really cool. That almost made me sign up. I was like, would I like to learn watercolors? Yes, I would. But I'm so beginner that it probably wouldn't even be worth the time.
Oh, it would have worth the time. If you had read the title of the course, it's from beginner to intermediate.
Okay, I'm before beginner then. What am pre-beginner?
Okay, so let me get down. Oh yeah, so those testimonial here, I use a plugin. It's not the Divi plugin for the testimonial.
What plugin is this?
It's a good question. It's this one.
Testimonials plugin.
Yeah.
Why didn't you use Divi for that?
Because I because I wanted to be able to use a shortcode to show the plugin and put them in kind of a slider to show several of them. Slider. I could have done that, I guess, with Divi, but we have several kind of testimonial that not. We have testimonial for the workshop. We have testimonial for course. We have testimonial for the community. I wanted to be able to tag them and separate them and show them in different place.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So this one allow me to use a category for the testimonial. So and it's what is it? Testimonial showcase.
Nice.
There you go. Let's get back there.
Did you use this sticky menu plugin for the?
Yeah. Because I tried to code it first, and it was like not working super well, and we were kind of in a rush. And I was like, "Oh, damn it! Okay, I'm just going to look if there's someone use like a." Because the thing is, like, you can use pure CSS to do that, but I was getting some trouble, and I read some tutorial online and feedback, and people saying like best is to use JavaScript to make this happen. And I tried to just code everything myself, get some JavaScript working and everything. It was too long. I was like, nah, I don't have time to do that. So I just get a plugin that just like insert the JavaScript I need and make this happen.
Gotcha.
Okay, so let's go down. Flash shuttle. We also have this messenger widget. That's what we use as a live chat now. Because if you click on it, you will be connected automatically to the Facebook chat. And Yana and I, we both have a connected mobile, so we can answer question right away.
And this is just a piece of code that goes in your page, I guess?
Absolutely not. It's a very complex bot system. I use a service that is named ManyChat. Mm-hmm. And it's basically, you can code a bot that will answer question if you're not there with like a pre-made question and like a lot of stuff. And you can make people enter automation that will work only on Messenger. So it's like ActiveCampaign before Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
Oh, let's go down to material requirements, then some photo of the different workshops we organized, more testimonial, some stuff about Yana, picture of our work. Then we go for the payment block, which is a column with a row with two columns with white background, rounded corner, and two text and one button logo.
Gotcha.
Except this one was I use Thrivecart to make the payment system working here. And thank you to let me actually use your Thrivecart.
By the way, how do you use the Thrivecart code and place it around a Divi button?
I did not do that. I used the Thrivecart button and I steal it.
What do you mean? Oh, you styled it?
Yeah.
How do you do that? Because they give you like a piece of code, don't they?
Yeah, they give you a piece of code, but you can override the CSS.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I've done. So it looked like all the button on our website.
Can you click it? Just see what pops up real quick.
Well, so when I was clicking it, it was just pop out the Thrivecart pop-up for sign up. But now all the seats are gone. So if you click, it would just pop out a normal pop-up that will ask you for enter a waiting list, where you will get notified when the next workshop is, or if a seat get available now.
And this is done with Pop-Up Maker.
This is done with Pop-Up Maker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best pop-up.
I think we have like a really good list of sort of must-have plugins.
Oh yeah.
That we use for like most of our projects.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. The basic button, like it's all good, blah blah blah, which I steal from the membership academy selling page.
Oh, really? Okay.
Then FAQ, it wasn't there, but we put it there because people were asking like weird question, like yeah, whatever. Then at the end, another one for if you prefer like a private, where you can work directly with Diana, would show like another pop-up.
And by the way, when you still had the payment option available, the Thrivecart order form had a bump.
Yes, exactly.
So if you wanted to add the materials, like if you didn't want to bring your own materials and you wanted Yana to provide them, you could pay, what was it, like $70 or something?
It's $50 or $60.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't make any money with it. We just get into the shop and we list all the stuff students need, and it's just the exact price you will pay if you go buy it yourself.
And do you, like when you're in Chiang Mai, just a quick art question, do you go to that store in Maya Mall?
Yeah, you have two places you can go, which is basically the Maya Mall second floor art shop. Mm-hmm. That is front of the elevator, not the elevator, the
escalator.
Escalator, yeah, on the second floor, or you can go on the street. So it's not Sutep Road; it's the other one, the one that leads to Maya. This big road from Old Town to Maya, the one where you got. How you call it?
Huigyao.
Huigyao, yeah. the one where you have cats and cow more on it. So on this
yeah.
road, on the left, when you go through Maya, you have another big art shop, which is connected to Ming Minter coffee.
Okay.
So if you look for Ming Minter in that street, you will find it. It's a double store, a double floor art shop. That's
Is that going towards the mountain or away from the mountain?
Towards, yeah. So that's the two places where you can go, and of course, I'm sure there's like other kind of small shop. You can also go to the arts university on the campus university in their arts section. You will find like a place where you can buy some stuff over there. So yeah, then it will be Lazada if you want to be delivered, but I don't have that much stuff. And from a strictly art point of view, you don't find everything you need. I mean, as an artist, like for the course, you will find everything. But like as an artist, like Yana and I, we use like very specific watercolor paper, like specific brand. We buy specific brush that are like a natural brush, squirrel or other specific animal. We use professional watercolor paint, tubes or pan. You have different brand. We use different brands. We use a Russian brand. We use a Winsor Newton, like a UK brand. All those very specific kind of things, you can't really find them in Chiang Mai. In Bangkok you can, but like in Chiang Mai it's kind of hard. I guess they can order it. But, if you really want like everything you can imagine art, you need to go to Singapore. In Singapore they have like art shop with absolutely everything, all the paper you can imagine, all the brush you can imagine, professional brush, professional watercolor. Like it's a dream for a professional artist. So if you're a professional, my point is like you will not find everything you want in Chiang Mai.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. And all those stuff are always linked to our domain name. So it's always like learnworktacolor.net/workshop/Thailand. When we were organized in Thailand, we had one where we were organizing workshop in Vietnam. So it just helped to build our SEO positioning, to have people linking to those page, share those page on Facebook, stuff like that. And we use always the kind of the same template. So this one was for the workshop we were organizing when we were in Hoi An in Vietnam. And, but those one was like small workshop. They were not like the complex one we organized in Chiang Mai. They were just like a few hours in a coffee, and you would just be able to book with a gravity form. So this one was pretty simple.
Nice.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for now.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. That is
no problem.
Really inspiring and also really educational and hopefully really useful to somebody.
Well, I hope so too. It's yeah, for sure. I'm happy to help people if they want to do the same thing and they don't know what to do, what to use, or they block on some stuff that I already figured out. Knowledge should be everywhere, free.
Well, cool, man. I think that about does it. Any last notes or?
No, not really. For us, the next step will be to use this video plugin so we can know the actual real progression of people watching our course. Then it will be to integrate the reward system with the badge and everything. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. Oh yeah, I've also started working on the onboarding system. which will be like screen by screen, basically.
Using like the onboarding plugin?
Yeah, no. I just do it with like a normal Divi page. Show you. It's that's all the exercise dashboard. There we go. This one, yeah, this one. It's basically like a 10-page that explains the 10 things that you can do on the website and how to do it, how to use it. So every time on the top of when you click here on the watch tour, it will drive you to this page, which is the page 1 of the whole tour. There we go. And it will just like explain what you can do. And we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sections. So you read it, maybe you'll do some video, whatever, then you click next screen, then you go to the other one, blah, blah, blah. Just to avoid the common question, how do I do this, or stuff like that.
Nice.
And it's nice to have an onboarding stuff anyway when people log into your service, just so they can understand how it works. It removes a lot of friction and a lot of questions.
Very nice. This is kind of like an interactive FAQ in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, I'll stop recording now.
Okay, I'll stop sharing.